closed vacated property out here, Petroleum Wholesale. It's on the south end of Interstate 45, or south end of Palmer on Interstate 45 on the west side.
Yes, sir.
Southbound
I'm
side.
familiar with this.
That's the item we're discussing right now. The application for Petroleum Wholesale to amend their present zoning across the road is the next item. I didn't know if you were at liberty to speak on this first item here.
I have no idea what the subject matter is. I mean, I can try and you can shed some light, but
Well, Doug, do you want to?
Well, basically, that business was closed back in October of 2007 and has sat there becoming an eyesore. John, y'all have inspected the property, and most of the copper and everything has been closed from the building. There's even a ladder to help people get access to the roof. It's not fenced off and secure. There's only temporary fences at the vehicle entrances. There's a continuing problem with grass growing on the property. And basically, there's a concern that, okay, this was a fuel site. There were underground storage tanks. For some reason, at some point in time, they were going to change out, replace, or whatever the underground storage tanks. Those tanks are still sitting there. What's the status of the tanks that are in the ground?
I can't answer that. That's not my department. I'm the retail side of the business. That would be probably our real estate and environmental to address it.
Well,
Could you address our city, anybody specifically to speak with, or?
As far as regarding the environmental, Chris Smith is our environmental manager.
This is our city secretary right here. If she could get the information you provide us, we'd appreciate it.
And Dan Miller is our director of real estate.
there are signs that have obviously are down in a violation of our sign code, which was recently approved, that basically none of those businesses are in effect, so the signs need to be removed.
Basically, the property they've just been doing enough to get by. You know, they do whatever they can to get by, and they don't improve it. They don't, you know. Now, last week a for sale sign went up, and some guys are painting where the gas pumps used to be. And our concern is that nothing's ever going to be done with it. It's just going to sit there and become worse and worse. And we had people getting up on the roof, stealing stuff, and you know, we'd get calls to people on the roof. We'd get out there, they'd be gone, but the ladder would be up against the building, and everything's gone. It's gutted out. So I mean, there's not much you can do with it. It's almost to the point where, you know, I look at it, I don't know nothing about construction, but I think almost at this point that it has to come down, or, you know, massive remodel has to be done to do anything with it.
Not that we're not putting you on the spot since you're not here for that part.
I mean, I can address that when I go back to the office.
We appreciate that information. You gave the city secretary there. Doug, do you think we still ought to steer forward? I know it's the council's decision, but in light of our new contact information, try to get a little resolution out of them here in a couple of weeks.
We can attempt to.
I know John's got to keep running out there every time somebody calls, singing around the property and stuff. That just pulls them off the highway. We can't write any more tickets, but that's cutting into our revenue stream around there. Troy?
I can do a 14-day notice, sir, and give them 14 days to secure the building, and give them 30 days to completely come into compliance. At that point, then we can take it to the standard boards and condemn it if they don't comply, along with citation.
Well, if the council has more input here, but I would say with the new information, new contact information she get, if you could consult with her tomorrow sometime or something, contact these people ASAP. And
is there a way that we can get the phone number? Because apparently the phone numbers we keep getting, we call, or is it disconnected, or we never hear back?
do you have any numbers?
281-681-1000. That's the main. I don't know the particular extensions of those two individuals, but there's a automated switchboard.
281-681-1000.
Correct.
Dan Miller or Chris Smith?
Well, Dan Miller's to answer the real estate questions, and Chris Smith, the environmental.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Council, do you have any
I just think, since we are, apparently there's a problem with, contacting and getting anything done. I mean, I think we need to, get something worked out with this, before just, doing anything else further at this point. I mean, an email was sent to somebody to show up at this meeting to talk about this, but only you showed up. Well, I'm not blaming you, but, only, so somebody's trying to dodge a bullet somewhere, so, you know what I'm saying? Why should we consider what you're gonna have to say when y'all can't even give us